Good morning to all. It gives me immense pleasure in welcoming you all to the three-day national seminar, ACNIA 2021, on gastrointestinal disorders, organized by the Department of Kaya Chikitsa in association with PGSA of Vaidyaratnam Ayurveda College. Vaidyaratnam Ayurveda College was founded by the great Acharya, late Padmasri Ashtavaidya E.T. Neelakandan Moose, on 2nd October 1976. An outstanding institution in terms of academic excellence and achievements in various fields of Ayurveda. And this theme focuses on sincere effort to acquire in-depth knowledge about gastrointestinal disorders and its management, especially in the present scenario. Once again, we extend a warm welcome to the three-day national seminar, ACNIA 2021. Let us begin with a prayer.
ഓം ശ്രീ ധന്വന്തരയേ നമഃ. ഓം ശ്രീ ധന്വന്തരയേ നമഃ. ഓം ശ്രീ ധന്വന്തരയേ നമഃ. ശംഖം ചക്രം ജളൂകാ ദധതമമൃതകുംഭം ച ദോർഭിശ്ചതുർഭിഃ സൂക്ഷ്മസ്വച്ഛാതിഹൃദ്യാം ശുകപരിവിലസൻ മൗലിമംഭോജനേത്രം കാളാംഭോദോജ്വലാംഗം കടിതടവിലസച്ചാരുപീതാംബരാഢ്യം വന്ദേ ധന്വന്തരിം തം നിഖിലഗദവന പ്രൗഢദാവാഗ്നിലീലം. അച്യുതാനന്ദ ഗോവിന്ദ വിഷ്ണോർനാരായണാമൃത രോഗാന്മേ നാശയാശേഷാൻ ആശു ധന്വന്തരേ ഹരേ. തരുണാംബുദസുന്ദരസ്തദാ ത്വം നനു ധന്വന്തരിരുദ്ധിതോംബുരാശേഃ അമൃതം കലശേ വഹൻ കരാഭ്യാം അഖിലാർത്തിം ഹരമാരുതാലയേശ. സ്വസ്തി പ്രജാഭ്യഃ പരിപാലയന്താം ന്യായേണ മാർഗേണ മഹീം മഹീശാഃ. ഗോബ്രാഹ്മണേഭ്യഃ ശുഭമസ്തു നിത്യം. ലോകാഃ സമസ്താഃ സുഖിനോ ഭവന്തു. ലോകാഃ സമസ്താഃ സുഖിനോ ഭവന്തു. ലോകാഃ സമസ്താഃ സുഖിനോ ഭവന്തു. ഓം शांति शांति शांति। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ।
We pay homage to the greatest Acharya of Ayurveda, Ashtavaidyan Padma Bhushan E.T. Narayanan Moose, a dedicated man who contributed to the growth and development of Ayurveda, raising it in par with the other popular medication methods. Now I invite the most respected Dr. P.V. Giri, Professor, Department of Kaya Chikitsa, Vaidyaratnam Ayurveda College, for the welcome speech.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Agneya 2021 Seminar on Gastrointestinal Disorders. Respected Speaker Madam, A.K. Manoj Kumar Sir, Dr. Gauri Shankar, Madhan Kuti Varya Sir, Dr. Yadu Narayan Moose, Swami Shankaramaranandaburi, Dr. Gita Krishnan, Dr. B.R. Ramakrishna, Dr. Vinod Kumar TG, and Dr. Ajish, and all the faculties, PG scholars, other well-wishers. Agneya 2021 is a seminar on Witcher platform, and the basic theme is around concerned with the gastrointestinal disorders. We are conducting the seminar on different paradigm, concentrating on translational Ayurveda. That is, the seminar is focused on yogas, which can be useful in GI disorders, can be used in GI disorders. And the discussions will be useful to the Ayurveda fraternity in clinical settings. So that is the basic concept of this different type of thinking. And let me enter to my duty directly. First of all, let me welcome the chairperson, Shiba Madam, our principal, to this Welcome E-Day inaugural session, and welcome you, ma'am, on behalf of Department of Kaya Chikitsa. I welcome you to the inaugural session. Next, let me welcome Dr. Manoj Kumar Sir, Registrar, Kerala University of Health Sciences, to this inaugural session. And next, Dr. P. Gauri Shankar Sir, who is a part of this program. As an official part, let me welcome to this seminar, sir. It's an inaugural session, sir. And Dr. Madhavan Kuti Sir, Madhavan Kuti Varya Sir, on behalf of Department of Kaya Chikitsa, we welcome to this inaugural session, sir. And Dr. Yadu Narayanan Moose, who is a part of our organization and Executive Director, Vaidyaratnam Ayurveda Aushadashala. We welcome you, sir, to this inaugural session. Welcome, E.D. Swami Shankaramridanandaburi, Director of Amrita School of Ayurveda. Sir, we welcome you to this Agnim E-Day inaugural session with warm-hearted. And let me welcome Dr. Gita Krishnan, Research Director of AYUSH in WHO. Sir, we welcome you to this inaugural session, Agnim E-Day of Agneya 2021. Dr. B.R. Ramakrishna, Vice Chancellor, Swasya Deemed University, Bangalore. Sir, we welcome you to this inaugural session. And let me welcome Dr. Vinod Kumar TG, member of Board of Governors, CCIM, and scientist of TBGRI. Let me welcome you on behalf of Kajal sir to this session, sir. And vote of thanks will be given by Dr. Rajesh, PG Scholar. And let me welcome Dr. Rajesh to this session. And I welcome all the well-wishers, teachers, faculties, students, house surgeons, and the IT professions, and those who are helping us for this program. I warm-heartedly welcome all of you. Once again, welcome to Agrim E-Day, the inaugural session. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I'm extremely privileged to welcome Dr. M.D. Sheba, Principal of Vaidratnam Ayurveda College, for the presidential address.
Dr. A.K. Manoj Kumar, sir, Registrar, Kerala University of Health Sciences. Dr. P. Madhavankuti Warrior, sir, Chief Physician, Trustee, Arivaidyashala, Kottakkal. Swami Shankara Amrita Anandapuri, Director, Amrita School of Ayurveda. Dr. Geeta Krishnan, Ayush Research Director, WHO. Dr. B.R. Ramakrishna, Vice Chancellor, S. Vyasa University. Vaidya Vinod Kumar T.G. Nair, Member, Board of Governors, CCIM. Dr. Edu Narayanan Moose, Executive Director, Vaidratnam Aushadashala. Dr. Gauri Shankar, Professor and HOD, Department of Kaya Chikitsa. Dr. Giri, Professor, Department of Kaya Chikitsa. And Dr. Ajish. A very good morning to all. I am very happy to be here on the virtual platform of the National Seminar on Gastrointestinal Disorders organized by the Department of Kaya Chikitsa in association with Postgraduate Students Association of Vaidratnam Ayurveda College. The seminar, which is inaugurating today, focuses on gastrointestinal disorders, which are explained in Ayurvedic classics broadly under the domains of Rasa, Anna, and Purishavaha Srodhasis. The aim of the seminar is to acquire in-depth knowledge about gastrointestinal diseases and its managements. These diseases have vivid descriptions of great length in Charaka, Sushruta, Samhitas. Nowadays, the changing food habits, sedentary lifestyle, late night sleep, stress, all these factors influence physical and mental health of the person. Ayurveda has given most importance to optimal dietary regime and its variations as per seasons, Agni and Prakriti. When these are not followed, leads to manifestation of gastrointestinal diseases. In the present scenario, to control all global disease elimination of frequently increasing etiological causative factors are needed to study it well. So the effort put forward by the Department of Kaya Chikitsa in this parlor is to be commended. I congratulate the team behind the national seminar, Professor and HOD Dr. Gauri Shankar, Professor Dr. Giri, Associate Professors Dr. Mary, Dr. Navneet Krishnan, and the PG students. I knew that the whole team was working continuously for more than 1 month for the successful outcome of the program. I also appreciate the team work offered from all the faculties of Vaidratnam Ayurveda College for fulfilling the needs of the program in time. I wish all the success for the national seminar conducting by Department of Kaya Chikitsa. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm profusely elated to introduce our chief guest, Dr. A.K. Manoj Kumar, Registrar, Kerala University of Health Sciences. He had 20 years of teaching experience in Ayurveda. He was a former professor and HOD of Department of Panchakarma, VPSV Ayurveda College, Kottakkal, and Dean of Student Affairs, Kerala University of Health Sciences. We welcome you, sir, for the inauguration.
Respected principal, professors, faculty members, my dear students, and all the delegates, a very good morning to one and all. At the very outset, let me extend my sincere gratitude for giving me a chance to participate in the national webinar. At the same time, I appreciate the organizers for taking the challenge of COVID and conducting the program in the online platform. As all of you know, Ayurveda do have a great role to play in the gastrointestinal disorders that we are doing since years and years. Very good result we are getting, very promising medicines we do have. And going through the program also, everything is covered in this program, right from the Nidana, diagnosis, management, treatment, including the specific yoga. Everything is being covered. Everything is being covered in the 3 days program. And I am extremely happy to be part of it. Let me share an experience. When we diagnose the conditions, along with the modern parameters, modern tools and all, don't forget to include the Ayurvedic principles. The dosha dominance, the stage of the disease, other samrabdhi ghadaka, everything do have its own role while treating the patients. We have a research work done at Kottakkal Ayurveda College. I want to share it. When we go through the literature, we make a lot of work on Parinamashula, peptic ulcers, effect of Indagandagirda in Parinamashula, effect of Kalyanagirda, effect of Mahakalyanagirda, effect of Tiktagirda, lot of medicine works are there. Very good result is also there. But in practice, we are not following such medicines. In practice, we are choosing the medicine based on the medical requirement and the medical wisdom of the physician. So practice is different, research is different. So my humble request, always go with Ayurveda principles. In that study, what we have done is, we choose 3 medicines, Indagandagirda, Kalyanagirda and Mahatiktagirda. All the 3 medicines given to scholar and asked her, directed her to choose. The selection of the medicine is purely based on the condition, pure medical requirement of the patient only. No pre-planned criteria for selecting medicines. Accordingly, a patient coming with ulcer, so pain is there. If there is a belching, bad smell and all, we appreciate the ama condition. So we start with the Snehapana with the Indagandagirda. If pain alone is there, pain and burning sensation is there, for Robana purpose, you take Tiktagirda. If there is a strong psychic component, you start with the Kalyanagirda. Even the same medicine can be changed also. Start with Indaganda, go into Tiktaga, then again continue with the Kalyanagirda. Or even start with the Tiktaga, continue with Kalyanagirda. All sorts of freedom were given. The result was amazing, very excellent result. Since 1 or 2 years, there was no recurrence at all. So that is why, because the treatment was purely based on the fundamental principles of Ayurveda. This is my humble request. Hope such things will be discussed during the deliberations. Anyway, thank you so much. With all your permission of the organizers, let me declare the program, the National Seminar on Gastrointestinal Disorders, opened. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Next, I invite most respected Dr. P. Gauri Shankar, Professor and HOD, Department of Kai Chikitsa, Vaidyaratnam Ayurveda College, for program briefing.
Namaste. Namaste to all. So, our program, Department of Kai Chikitsa is conducting this Agneya. We have named the program as Agneya since Kai Chikitsa is based on Kaya Agni or Sharira Agni. That's why we have made this name as Agneya. And national seminar on specific, we are focusing on gastrointestinal disorders. That is the thing. And we decided to have a paper presentation competition and some innovator talks and some one panel discussion. This was our idea, and we have invited the we have called the papers for presentation. Our expectation was around 250 papers may be there, and the papers came around 472 papers are there, research papers are there. Now the screening round is already over in the morning from 7 to 9:30, and we have named that as Agni Adhanam. Agni Adhanam collection of the materials for the Agneya. That was our idea. And now this program is named as Agnim Ide. The first mantra which is standard in Rigveda is as Agnim Ide. This is inaugural function. In that, I am just briefing the programs which we are going to conduct in this Agneya 2021. Agni Adhanam, as I told, the collection of the materials for Agneya, then Agni Mede, the inaugural function, then the next one is our most respected one is Vande Guru Parampara. We are honoring our great Acharyas. Our college has started in 1976, October 2nd, and since we are completed almost 45 years. So we are about to honor our acharyas. That will be the it is named as Vande Guru Parampara. Then next program is Agnaye Naya Supathaha. That is the keynote address by Dr. Gigi Gangadharan. Agnaye Naya Supathaha. Let the Agni lead us in the proper way. That is the meaning given for that. And next one is Jnanagni Parikshana, the paper presentation competition after the screening round. The second round will be done at 2 o'clock, and at 4 o'clock we will be having the final rounds. Those are named as Jnanagni Parikshana. Those are the programs today, and tomorrow will be morning from 5 o'clock till 5 o'clock, morning 9 o'clock till 5 o'clock in the evening. We will be having classes on different subjects, and those are named as Jnanagni Pradeepam, giving the light about the Agni and all those things, scientific sessions. This is conducted by eminent personalities of this field. And on Saturday morning, we will be having Jnanagni Mukham. That means we are having two types of paper presentation. One is for prize oriented, the other one is just giving their ideas and all in the field of Kai Chikitsa. Around 50 papers were there. Among that, 6 papers will be selected, and those 6 papers will be discussed in the last day, first session. That is named as Jnanagni Mukha. And from 10 o'clock till 1 o'clock, it will be Jnanagni Prasaram, the panel discussion on different aspects like Rasayana, Agni, all those things will be discussed in the Jnanagni Prasaram. And in the evening, at 2 o'clock, we will be having another program by name Idam Namama. Idam Namama means the valedictory function. These things which we have done, we have doing. All these things are not for us. It is for the Agni. Agnaye Nama, Agnaye Swaha, Idam Nama. These are the programs we are conducting through these 3 days, today, tomorrow, and after tomorrow. So our expectations were around 250 papers, but it has crossed 472. And of course, the total registration we have made is 982. That is the registration which we are having now. And our Zoom platform is can accommodate only 1,000 delegates. Anyway, it has happened. So we are so happy about the registration and the proceedings till now. And we, the team of Agneya, are so humble and praying for the blessings from the dignitaries who are gathered in this program. Agni Ide. Namaste, namaste. Namaste to all.
Thank you, sir. Next, we look forward for the presence of Dr. P. Madhavan Kutty Warrior, Chief Physician and Trustee, Aryavaidishala Kottakkal, the man of distinction, an ideal of knowledge and experience, an inspiration to all of us. We welcome you, sir, to enlighten us with your words.
Am I audible? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Dr. Shiva, President of this session, Dr. A.K. Manoj Kumar, who inaugurated the function, then Dr. Gauri Shankar, Dr. P.V. Giri, and other dignitaries and delegates who have gathered here. A very good morning to all of you. Agneya 2021 is an aptly titled event. It reminds me of the Rigveda Sukta, Agnimile Purohidam Yatnasya Devamurtujam, which praises Agni, who is the Purohita of both Yatna and Rituja, as well, the supreme power which bestows one with the physical, mental, and spiritual wealth. Agni depicts purity and sanctity, the element on which the entire life process backs on. That way, it represents the life itself. This fundamental element has connotation with intelligence even. I would like to share one clinical experience with you at this point of time. Our managing trustee, Dr. B.K. Warrior, was treating a boy with autistic spectrum disorder. The boy had hyperactivity and severe temper tantrums too. One evening, an anxious parents of the boy came to Dr. Warrior seeking immediate medical help to control his aggravated behavioral issues. After giving much thoughts on the matter, Dr. Warrior's decision was to give Brihat Vaishwanara Churnam to the boy and observe the results. The decision was implemented by the doctors in charge of the hospital. After a couple of hours, we started getting positive response for the medication administered to the boy. His temper tantrum started to show a slow decline, and the parents were able to manage the situation in a better way. They still continue to insist on including Brihat Vaishwanara Churnam in the prescription for their son. This is Agni, the energetics of entire metabolism, has broader, wider, and deeper implications with regard to the preventive and remedial therapeutics of the science. The mentioned one is just one example to quote when we speak of the clinical perspective with regard to the entity Agni. It is in this context that events like Agneya 2021 gets extra mileage and relevance. The event is proposed to organize academic discussions focusing on manifold aspects of gastrointestinal tract disorders. I'm sure the upcoming brainstorming sessions would open up novel ways of scientific thinkings and understandings, contributing favorably to the prospects of the aspirant. Let this event be an absolutely dynamic and lively one, involving the active participation of the conferers and receivers. Agneya 2021 certainly is going to accomplish its purpose, enrichment of Ayurvedic knowledge base. I sincerely wish the event a grand success. Also, let me express the pleasure I have in becoming a part of this program. I thank the organizers of Agneya 2021 for this occasion to meet all of you on this platform. At the bottom line, I urge all of you to remain open and receptive to the scientific sparks and waves from all directions. Once again, best wishes to Agneya 2021. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Next, I welcome Dr. Yedu Narayanan Moose ET, Executive Director, Vaidyaratnam Aushadashala Private Limited, for the invited talk.
Good morning. My humble pranams to the legends, gurus, and mentors who are gracing this inaugural function. At the onset, let me congratulate Dr. Gauri Shankar sir and the team for stitching together such a wonderful platform and setting the tone for an exciting 3 days of sharing and churning knowledge. Pandemic has certainly turned us inward in some ways, but craving for true knowledge has always remained indestructible. A rich panel and relevant theme selection will indeed contribute in a big way to the success of any learning session. The theme of this seminar has got a definite role in various dynamics of our science, be it academic, clinical, or research. With limited experience, it will be quite immature from my side to try and elaborate about the science and substance of the topic in presence of such stalwarts of the science. I consider this opportunity as a great learning experience. Hence, in this short span of time, I will try and shed light on few advancements that happened in the contemporary medicine, especially in the field of gastroenterology, which might help us to interpret the understanding of certain principles in Ayurveda, even in present day's platforms. There was a concept called gastricism, which is scientifically naive doctrine, which held the view that almost all diseases arise in the background of a gastric dysfunction. This concept underwent major changes in the last few centuries, wherein specific pathological processes were identified and role of gastric function gained least importance. But the very recent researchers highlight the fact that if not gastric dysfunction is the only cause of disease, it certainly can be a trigger for many systemic diseases. Here we cannot forget the words Roga Sarvebi Mandagna. Very concept of microbiota as well as interactions between gut and various organs and tissues in body are of great interest among researchers in contemporary medicine. Their conclusions and further scopes mentioned throws a lot of light into understanding the interactions of Koshta or Agni with that of Dhatus, tissues or organs in human body. Today, a lot of information are available in various platforms where interactions between various systems and organs with the gut is discussed. I shall give you some examples in this context from published research papers in contemporary medicine. I feel it could open up a lot of possibilities from clinical manipulation to the formation of advanced research hypotheses. An article titled Gut Microbiome as a Major Regulator of Gut-Skin Axis, published in Frontiers in Microbiology 2018, mentions clearly the role of gut in the management or even the prevention of skin diseases. Maybe the role of Rasa Rekta Dhatu Agni could be correlated here. Similarly, in an article titled Gut Muscle Axis Exist by Nutrients Journal in 2020, the message could be very closely related to the role of Mamsa Dhatu. Similarly, an article published in the journal Physiology by American Physiological Association titled as Gut Adipose Liver Axis in Metabolic Disorders. The message of this article clearly connects the relation between Medo Dhatu, Agni, as well as the treatment of Prameha and Sthaulya. Similarly, another article by the title Gut-Bone Axis, How Bacterial Metabolites Bridge the Distance, which was published in the Journal of Clinical Investigation, connects the relation between Asti Dhatu to the gut as well as its pathologies. And another article by the name Gut-Brain-Bone Marrow Axis, Implications for Hypertension, published in the journal Circulation Research by American Heart Association, explains the role of Majja Dhatu in the management of hypertension as well as its relation with Mastishka. And even the Cell Metabolism Journal published an article, namely, When Microbiota Disrupt Fertility. The message clearly mentions that modifying gut microbiome could be a way ahead in treating infertility. So till the level of Shukra Dhatu, the Agni is closely related with the physiology as well as pathology. All Dhatu Agnis we know are part of Jఠar Agni, which is situated in Koshta. And all these informations point towards the importance of gut and Agni in the formation and functioning of major tissues and organs. Hence, a healthy GIT will be of immense value to being healthy. Such are the vast possibilities in front of us. The tools we need to address it are thorough understanding and an ability to read between the lines. So with this, I conclude my words. I'm humbled to have an opportunity to speak. I wish you all a great listening and learning experience. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Moving on to the felicitations. Swami Shankar Amritananda Puri, a senior disciple of Sadguru Sri Mada Amritanandamayi Devi. He takes active participation in various missionary activities initiated by Mada Amritanandamayi Mada and has been given charge of Madurai Brahmasthanam. He has traveled to Germany, Switzerland, and Spain to promote Ayurveda and Indian philosophy. He has conducted many workshops and seminars in various important Ayurvedic topics. Presently, he is a principal and medical director, School of Ayurveda, Amritapuri. We wholeheartedly welcome you, sir, for the felicitation.
Am I audible? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, audible, sir.
Om Avidyanamantastamiramihradvipanagari Jranam Chaitanyastavakamakarandaschitjari Daridranam Chintamanigunanka Janmajaladho Magnanam Damshra Antaripaparahatya Bhavati. My pranams at the lotus feet of my Guru, Sri Mata Amritanandamayi Devi. My pranams to all the dignitaries who are participating in this inaugural function as well as the other programs. And my pranams to all the delegates in this Agneya seminar, 3-day seminar program. I'm greatly honored when I was called by my old classmate, Dr. Gauri Shankar, for this program. And from School of Ayurveda, we are also doing whatever possible to contribute to this seminar. Here, I would like to point out a few things about, not about the particular subject that is going to be discussed. There are real experts for that. I'm not going into the details of the subject, but I would like to point out the benefits that can come out of good seminars like this, which are being conducted in important places. When we conducted the seminar, the advices given to me by Her Holiness Srimati Amritanandamayi Devi was the following. First, she asked us to conduct a press meet and bring an awareness not only to the Ayurvedic community but to the others who are not having a correct knowledge about what Ayurveda can contribute to the public. So that is the first benefit that can come out of this. Not only the delegates and the students and the others who are participating in the program, but also the general public will come to know that Ayurveda can really contribute to the gastroenterological disorders. I always see the posts by Dr. Gauri Shankar about various diseases in his Facebook pages, which are throwing light about what Ayurveda can do in most of the areas, most of the specialties that exist in the modern hospitals. The investigative ability has increased. Still, the individualistic approach is highly missing. We are having a multi-super specialty hospital. Still, we are also getting good cases. Sometimes we are also able to cure the Sankirna rogas or the complicated disorders by Ayurvedic methods. So, bringing public awareness would be the first benefit that can come out of this particular Agneya seminar. I am highly appreciative of the terminologies which are named in Sanskrit as well as taken from the Vedic scripts, Agneya, etc. So I appreciate the organizers for that. The second benefit is the discussion, the churning of ideas between the experts and the beginners, or whichever stage they are. Uttama Adhikaris are there, Madhyama Adhikaris are there, Adhyama Adhikaris also will be there. Everybody will be having their own benefit. Somebody will be introduced to the subject, somebody will get more knowledge about the subject. Some discussions will happen so that a deep idea can come out of the seminar. Thirdly, we can get a lot of good ideas for making it a good project, so that more patients will be benefited, more publications can come. Actually, Ayurveda is limping on one leg because the knowledge is not shared with the higher people or the people of other streams like modern medicine, engineering, nanotechnology, biotechnologists, who are all are willing to know something about Ayurveda, but our publications are not on par with their publications. When I can give an example here, in the Scopus Index there are about 3 lakh publications, out of which only 5,000 numbers are Ayurvedic, which are also not by Ayurvedic people, but the other community people have written in the Scopus Index journal. So which is reviewed often by the modern scientists. So I hope in this program good papers are being presented. They are all reviewed, and then they go for peer review and go for publication in highly valued journals. So that will be the third outcome. And the knowledge that we are giving to the clinicians by sharing the experiences of the eminent doctors and teachers who are going to participate in the programs will be the fourth benefit. So after this also there should be a post publicity of the particular program, so that the general public will become more and more aware about what can Ayurveda contribute actually, that they have all the specialities existing, and there are experts all over India because of the technological development through Microsoft Teams, Zoom, and FaceTime, and the other platforms. We are able to communicate much better. We are able to share the information. The investigative reports are very, very useful to us also. So that can be shared through WhatsApp and simple media, simple technique. So that with this, the very orthodox methods can be substituted to a great extent, and then the benefit can be reaped by a person from South India or from Mumbai or from North India or even from abroad, where the medicines are not available now. Still, to a certain extent, they can be benefited by the Ayurvedic, the great Ayurvedic principles. So, for which all the discussions and open communication will be of great benefit. So, I understand that this seminar is contributing to all these major aspects of what can be the benefit of a real good seminar. So I am really very much appreciative of the intentions and the hard work that has been done to organize this program in such a grand level, and to bring all the very eminent people who are contributing to Ayurveda through their extraordinary hard work and expertise. So I hope this enthuses, this gives inspiration to all the participants who are participating to do more and more to bring up the ideologies of our rishis, who always had a superlative knowledge, Trikala Jnana we call it, That is, so we had been taught, and we had been, Ayurveda is not a mere technical subject for me. It is more than a life for me. It is just like Lalita Sahasranama and Bhagavad Gita for me. Ashtanga Hridaya is an object of worship to me rather than a simple textbook, a simple collection of papers. So I hope all the aspects will be covered in this seminar. So I pray to Amma, my Guru, for her blessing, to bless all of the participants and others, for the Sarvakshema, for health and happiness. So I congratulate all the organizers, Dr. Gauri Shankar, for this tremendous effort. I am very much thankful and humbled to have been called to participate in this function. Thank you very much. With these few words, I conclude my speech.
Thank you, sir. Dr. Geeta Krishnan is an Ayurvedic physician with postgraduate degree in clinical pharmacology of Ayurveda. He is presently the head and senior consultant for integrative medicine at Medanta. Medanta is a group of hospitals offering high-end tertiary care services, indulges in quality clinical research and education activities, and runs a group of advanced clinical facilities in India and abroad. He also engages himself in botanical drug research and has passionately followed up various drug developmental programs since 1999. At Medanta, he concentrates on clinical practice, outcomes research, running clinical trials, drug developmental programs, and managing collaborative efforts with external institutions. He is also one of the founder trustees of World Ayurveda Foundation, created as a special initiative of VIBHA to pursue the goals of World Ayurveda Congress with institutional backing. We welcome you, sir, for the felicitation.
Namaste. I am Dr. Geeta Krishnan. I work with the World Health Organization at Geneva. I help WHO to support its 194 member states to develop processes and tools to appropriately integrate traditional medicine into their national health systems. Let me thank the organizers, the Kaya Chikitsa Department of Vaidyaratnam Ayurveda College, Olur, and the Postgraduate Students Association of the college for having invited me to participate and felicitate the National Seminar on Gastrointestinal Disorders, Agneya 2021. Let me also personally thank Dr. Shiba, Principal of the college, and Dr. Gauri Shankar, the General Convener of the program, for having invited me here. A discussion on gastrointestinal disorders is most relevant to the times that we are moving through. The recent advances in scientific understanding proves beyond doubt that the primacy of Agni in human health is irrefutable. I am sure that the conference will dwell upon the subject and in detail, and as well explore new areas of synergy among the concepts of Agni and microbiome. In the context of Agni and gut microbiome, it is important to explore its relationship with Ama, or the external and intrinsic factors influencing the balance between the triad of Agni, gut microbiome, and Ama. It would also be pertinent to look at the evidences emerging on the gut-brain axis and explore the Ayurvedic wisdom for benefiting the management of degenerative neurological disorders. I am sure a lot of information and distilled wisdom is going to be exchanged in this conference. I wish the conference all the success and soon hope to read the output note of the conference and learn more about it. Once again, thank you for having me here. It is an honor. Namaste.
Thank you, sir. Dr. B.R. Ramakrishna, Vice Chancellor, S. Vyasa University, an eminent personality with teaching experience of 35 years and research experience of 20 years, including PG and PhD studies. He has developed 65 polyherbal Ayurvedic products based on the principles of Ayurvedic pharmacology and therapeutics. He guided PG dissertations, PhD thesis, published papers, written scientific papers, and delivered lectures on the topic of Ayurveda and yoga at national and international levels. He served as a president and vice president of Central Council of Indian Medicine, Government of India, New Delhi. He also serves as the editor-in-chief Raja's Ayush Journal since 2019. We welcome you, sir, for the felicitation.
आदरणीय Dr. Gauri Shankar ji and all other dignitaries who have participated in today's webinar. First of all, let me congratulate the Department of Kaya Chikitsa, PGSA of Vaidyaratnam Ayurveda College, Vallur, who has taken initiation to organize Agneya 2021 in this particular context of COVID-19. Friends, Kaya is Agni. Kayasya antaragnehe chikitsa. The Kaya Chikitsa itself is nothing but Agni Chikitsa. Kaya is the main component of prana. Agni somo vayuhu sattvam rajastamaha panchendriyani bhutatmeti pranaha. If prana makes the foundation, Agni makes the foundation for prana. It is said very clearly in the Shastra, and the earlier speakers also highlighted how the modern research envisages about the relationship of Agni in relation to different diseases rooted in different organs and different systems. It is said very clearly, Sarve rogaha manda agnau, and our management is purely based on Agni Chikitsa. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says very clearly, Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva Praninam Dehamashritaha Pranapana Samayuktaha Pachamyannam Chaturvidham. Once that Agni becomes abnormal, it leads to several of the complications and diseases as put forth by Gita Krishnan and others. And in the scenario of this pandemic also, if we are able to maintain our Agni in its normal condition, not only COVID-19, let there be COVID-20 or 21, nothing can enter. When it enters, the Agni takes care of it. It is said, Agnireva Sharire Pithantargataha Shubha Ashubhani Karoti. And such Agni has to be protected. And there are several methods in Ayurveda, starting from Langhana or Lagu, Upahara, or whatever the technique. But at any cost, Agni has to be taken care. And this great institution, which is one of the institution supported and organized by Vaidyaratnam Nilakantan Moses. I had the privilege and opportunity to meet him during 1971-72. Such a great person's institution today has grown up so well and contributing for the science. And I am also given to understand that recently they have established a wonderful research center. This is how the institution should grow and cultivate the habit of doing research in order to prove that Ayurveda is evidence-based. In this direction, I congratulate each and everyone, including the principal and today's participants. And I am sure that this seminar is going to throw a light. And I was just listening to the topics that was mentioned, quite different topics. We have not seen such a type of topics in any of the seminars in relation to Agni and the gastrointestinal disorders. I congratulate everyone and I wish this seminar all the best. May God bless you. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir. Next, I invite Vaidya Vinod Kumar T.G. Nair, Member Board of Governors, CCIM, for felicitation. Sir, are you in the online, sir? Now I call upon Dr. Ajish CC, PGSA Secretary, Vaidyaratnam Ayurveda College, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Hello, am I audible? Yes, Dr. Ajish, please proceed.
A very good morning to one and all. Myself, Dr. Ajit CC, PGSA Secretary of Vaidyaratnam Ayurveda College. It gives me an immense pleasure to deliver the vote of thanks for the great event Agneya 2021, the 3-day national seminar on gastrointestinal disorders organized by the Department of Kaya Chikitsa, Vaidyaratnam Ayurveda College. First, I would like to express my sincere thanks to the Almighty for making today's event a great success. By His blessings and grace, we are able to make the event what it was. Yes, the value of education is not learning of many facts, but the training of mind to think. It's my privilege to express my heartfelt gratitude to Dr. P.V. Giri, Professor, Department of Kaya Chikitsa, Vaidyaratnam Ayurveda College. Thank you, sir, from bottom of our hearts for your welcome speech. Next, we would like to thank our beloved principal, Dr. Sheba ma'am, for delivering the presidential address for Agneya 2021. We thank you, ma'am. Next, I would like to thank Dr. A.K. Manoj Kumar sir, the registrar, Kerala University of Health and Science, who had inaugurated this ceremony and for exploring the theory of thoughts with us. We thank you, sir, once again. Next, a special mention to our beloved professor and HOD Department of Kaya Chikitsa, Vaidyaratnam Ayurveda College, the general convener of Agneya 2021, Dr. P. Gauri Shankar sir, who being the catalyst who inspired us to do our best and stand as a pillar of support for the entire Agneya crew right from the beginning. We thank you, sir, once again. Next, I should mention the deep meaning of appreciation for Dr. P. Madhavankutti Warrior sir, the Chief Physician and Trustee, Aryavaidya Shala Kottakkal, for offering his valuable words for this session. Thank you, sir. I would mention the deep sense of appreciation for Dr. Yadu Narayanan Moose ET, the Executive Director of Vaidyaratnam Aushadashala Private Limited, for his invited talk. We thank you, sir. Next, I would like to convey my heartfelt thanks for Swami Shankara Amritananda Puri, the Director Amrita School of Ayurveda Kollam, for his felicitation address for Agneya 2021. Thank you, sir. And I'm thanking Dr. Geeta Krishnan ji, the Ayush Research Director, WHO, for his felicitation address for Agneya 2021. Thanking you, sir. Next, I would like to thank Dr. B.R. Ramakrishnan, sir, the Vice Chancellor, S. Vyasa University, for the felicitation to our national seminar. Thank you, sir. I thank Vaidya Vinod Kumar TG, sir, the Member Board of Governors, CCIM, for his valuable felicitation. Thank you, sir. We wholeheartedly thank you, our program coordinator, Dr. Navneet Krishnan N., Assistant Professor of Kaya Chikitsa Department, Vaidyaratnam Ayurveda College, for being the backbone of Agneya 2021. Next, we thank Dr. Merikutti TC Ma'am, Associate Professor, Department of Kaya Chikitsa, Vaidyaratnam Ayurveda College, for all the helping hands. And I thank all the delegates and the practitioners who were present here to cherish our national seminar with your presentations. I thank all gurus and shishyas who were present here, and I convey my great thanks to the Vaidyaratnam group. And last but not the least, I would like to thank the people who worked behind the scene to execute this grand event, and our technical support crew also. Once again, I thank you all in the name of Kaya Chikitsa Department, Vaidyaratnam Ayurveda College, and PGSA from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ajish. Thank you, Kottakkal, for the wishes and your sincere support. Thank you, Pradipna, for the wishes and your sincere support.